The snow came early that year, October 1846. 87 men, women and children loaded into wagons and began crossing the Sierra Nevada mountains toward California, toward a new life, toward everything they had ever dreamed of. They had no idea. They were walking directly into the most disturbing true story in American history. The pass closed behind them like a mouth. 40 feet of snow in a single night. No way forward, no way back. Just the mountains and the silence and the cold that crept through wood and leather and skin and settled directly into the bone like it intended to stay. They built shelters from the wagons. They ate the oxen, then the dogs. Then the leather from their boots boiled until soft enough to swallow. Children stopped crying after the third week because crying burns calories, and their small bodies already had none left to burn. By December, the first man died, George Donner, 57 years old, frozen solid, sitting upright against a tree, as if he had simply decided to rest and never found a reason to stand back up. That night, the ones who were still breathing looked at each other across the fire, and something passed between them, something that had no words in any civilized language, something that every single survivor would spend the rest of their lives trying to forget and never once succeed. What happened inside those shelters during those nights is documented. It is in the historical record, written by survivors in testimonies so disturbing that several were sealed by the U.S. government for decades. They ate their dead, not in madness, not in confusion, in full awareness. Mothers fed their children meat and told them do not ask where it came from, and the children were hungry enough that they did not ask. James Reed, who escaped the camp and came back with a rescue party in February, described entering the shelters and finding things that made his rescue team of hardened frontiersmen drop to their knees and weep. Bodies not intact, carefully processed, nothing wasted. When the final rescue party arrived in April, they found the last survivors sitting calmly, too calm. The snow around the shelters stained a dark red that went down several feet, the kind of calm that comes after a person has crossed a line so far that the world of normal human feeling is no longer visible behind them. 48 people survived. 39 did not. But the ones who survived carried something back with them that never left. Survivors reported the same nightmare for the rest of their lives, standing in white snow, perfectly silent, and the slow, terrible realization that they were not alone, that something had watched everything that happened in those mountains, had waited patiently in the white silence. And when the last wagon finally rolled away down toward California, it followed, not running, not rushing, just walking steadily behind them at the same pace, always the same distance, never closer, never further, just there, every single night, for the rest of their lives. The Donner Party reached California, but something came with them. And the descendants of those survivors, if you find them today and ask them about their family history, they will go very quiet. And then they will tell you that they do not dream of California. They dream of snow, always the snow, and something standing in it, just beyond where the light reaches, watching, waiting. The same way it has always waited. The same way it is still waiting now.